A pair of secret agents, who are a fox named Vixie and a wolf named Alu, arrived at the meadow. Meanwhile, in a place called the Game Preserve, Amos Slade and Copper are hunting down some pheasants. Suddenly, the hunters accidentally summoned a grizzly bear. As Copper and the bear fought, Todd rescued Copper. A moment later, the grizzly bear chased Todd until they both fell down a waterfall. Todd survived. Slade tried one last time to shoot the fox with his rifle, but then Copper came to Todd's defense. When the hunter sees the emotion in Copper's eyes, he finally accepts defeat. After Copper and the hunter travel back to the farm, Todd traveled back to the old castle. One day in the autumn, Fluttershy and Twilight Sparkle rescued Spike from a sinister wizard called Lord Malice. In a great big fight, Malice changed Twilight into an alicorn until he is transformed into stone by her. Time passed, and Twilight became bossy and suspicious. After she bossed Spike around, he spent time with Vixie and Alu. Later that evening, Spike flirts with Vixie and Alu at Nala's cantina. Elsewhere, a furious Todd banished Twilight to the countryside after a brief argument. On the farm, Cusco argues with Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and Pinkie Pie. But then, the three ponies ran in tears. The llama fell into despair. Soon, he accidentally finds Sarabi's corpse at Amos Slade's house. Slade tried to comfort Cusco, but he ran away from the hunter. The next day, Spike realized that an elderly Slade died. The little dragon searched for Twilight in the forest, but on a stormy night, Spike was tricked by Prince Blueblood and his minions, Snips and Snails, until he was attacked by Todd the Fox. After Blueblood left, Todd is about to finish Spike off, but suddenly, Cusco came to the rescue, until he and Spike both ran up a tree. After the duo fell into a river, Todd killed Snips and Snails in a blind rage. The next day, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and Pinkie find Spike and Cusco on the river shore in the countryside. Meanwhile, Spike found a sad Twilight on a cliff. After Cusco hugged her, the alicorn is changed back into the unicorn. Although winter arrives, the trio find a home in a house where a man named Tommy Oliver lives. He adopted Twilight as his adopted daughter. Unbeknownst to her, Spike and Cusco, that Tommy is once the Green Ranger. Twilight Sparkle, Spike, and Cusco lived with Tommy Oliver in the countryside for 3 years. They also encounter a group of Muppets who are called Ernie, Bert, Grover, Oscar the Grouch, Fozzie Bear, Kermit the Frog, and Gonzo. One day, Twilight is kidnapped by Prince Blueblood, who took her to the old castle. Soon, Spike, Cusco, Tommy, and Jiminy Cricket follow them in the forest. Meanwhile, at the castle, Tommy helped Twilight escape from her cage and transforms himself into the Green Ranger with help from a magic object called the Zeo Crystal. As Tommy battled the putties, Twilight, Spike, and Jiminy ran back to Tommy's house. On the castle rooftop, Cusco battled Prince Blueblood until the llama kicked the unicorn by sending him flying from the roof and crashing into a mountain. Blueblood is gone. Back at the house, Tommy reunites with Twilight. 2 weeks later, Twilight and Spike are adopted by 2 friendly horses named Alexandra and George, who lived in the village. The months passed, and Twilight befriends a Pegasus named Flash Sentry. To Spike's surprise, Twilight changed back from a unicorn to an alicorn. At first, Spike is sad because Twilight moved on, but then Twilight embraced Spike and told him that she will always be a friend to him. Sometime later, Twilight and Spike grew into large creatures. As for Fluttershy and the Great Stag, they realized that the Enchanted Forest is all gloomy under the rule of Todd the Fox.